I watched the movie Batman with Michael Keaton from 1989.
Okay.
I say the original. I mean, it's not the original Batman, but it's,
it's simply called Batman. You're right.
They rebooted.
Twice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when that movie...
thrice, really. You got Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When that movie came out in 1989, I cannot even explain the promotion of that movie. It was everywhere. And that
was one of the biggest hype things that I recall.
It was. And that was my season of movies. A friend of mine and we said, we're going to see these movies this summer. That was my senior year of high school. And they were my friend was like, we are seeing this. And we just checked them off. And and that was probably the first one. It was out early June.
Wow. Okay.
Our summer vacation had just started. And I just said to him, it's not getting better than this. Mm-hmm. And we went to the theater to see it.
We are film goers.
We are film goers. We were. All year long, all summer long. We were just out at movies, me and my friends, and had such a great time. Now, others were partying and having sex and drinking and all that. But we just were like, let's be true to our art, our film. Let's be true to it. Now,
edibles weren't invented.
They were not. No, and we took them straight. Now we wanted to, and I would go home and make notations of what I liked and what I didn't, and give it a 1 through 10 score. And I said, I'm going to do this forever. I'm going to be a film maker.
Wait till they publish these.
I am a film maker and a film buff,
a film critic. I said, I'm going to do
all of the above.
Now, since then, in the 30 years plus, my friend has gone on to become a filmmaker.
He could write on his tax return, screenwriter.
Yeah.
Correct.
Producer.
And he is the ultimate film buff.
Yes.
That's a fact.
That's right. I realize I'll come to my truth here. I didn't like that movie. I just didn't like that movie.
Wait a minute. Nicholson's Joker? Vicky Vale?
Yeah, I just don't.
Billy D. Williams?
Billy D.
I'm not shocked at this.
I just don't like that movie.
It just doesn't seem like your kind of movie.
Nope. I've never admitted it. We came out of the theater. My friend said, "Oh my God." And I was just like high five. I'm like, yes. But in reality, I thought, my butt is numb. I'm tired of this movie. Was not that good. It was too long, in my opinion. And I didn't love it. I did. And yesterday I watched it again. And I've seen it probably, 2 or 3 times. I probably rented it after that to make sure to see where did I go wrong? Because 33 years I've stayed silent. And then yesterday it was up on one of the upper tier channels, Hulu or something. Mm-hmm. And I had control of the remote, and my wife didn't have it.
Was she slumped over?
Yeah, she was slumped. She was catching a nap.
Because I can't imagine she would voluntarily sit through Batman.
No. She's watching this show. I'm going to get to that. And I think, Biggie recommended it. And she absolutely loves it.
It's great.
I'm going to binge it next weekend. But anyhow.
Is it Bob Hart Abishola?
No, it's not.
Okay. I thought I heard I thought I heard him mention it last week. Sorry.
Bob Hart Abishola could be a good. I have not seen that show.
No.
I like that guy. He's a former guest on this program.
Yeah.
He's a comedian who was in Mike and Molly. Mike and Mindy. Molly and...
You had it right the first time. Mike and Molly.
It's a great...
Billy Gardell.
Great little show.
Very funny stand-up.
Great stand-up. His name is Billy Gardell. He's doing some diabetes commercials now, too. I see him on that. Yeah. All that aside.
Anyway, back to Batman.
I'm watching Batman on one of the upper-tier channels with commercials and everything. Oof. And as I watched it, I thought, this is not that good. I just said, I'm right. This movie is not that good. And I watched it for 4 hours. I just sat there all afternoon. My wife went into the other room and watched this show that Biggie recommended about the making of The Godfather. You probably should watch that.
It's called The Offer.
The Offer.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but it's streaming.
It's amazing.
Only.
She says Miles Teller puts in one of the best performances she's ever seen.
Absolutely.
Well, it's streaming, so Chris
I'm out.
No, it's Paramount Plus. Yeah, he can't.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
No.
Netflix, maybe. His wife got him to Netflix. They know Paramount
I
Plus.
never knew what was all involved with getting it. I mean, the stuff is... It is a movie in itself.
And it's a show. It's not a documentary. It's a show.
It's a series.
It's 10 episodes. And I just... it is great acting by everyone involved. The girl we love from... our Ted Lasso show.
Yeah. Keely from Ted Lasso.
Yeah. But everyone in it is great.
Everything I hear is watch it. So I'm going to watch it this weekend. Along with Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Gracious alive. But anyway, I watched Batman, and finally I just came to terms with it. I'm like, this is not very good. I just don't like it. It's slow and plodding. I find the acting to be stilted by anyone except the majors. I like Keaton and I like Nicholson. But the other players, I don't like. There's that guy who plays the reporter. I've never been a huge fan of his. Is it Robert Wall? I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not a big
Robert
fan.
Wall is the yeah.
I did like. I tell you, Kim Basinger. Dang, she had it going on. I'll tell you that. I mean, physically. I'll just speak on it physically.
That's what you took from this.
It's wrong.
And you've
It's wrong.
stolen Pride Month. Here at the end of Pride Month,
I know.
you decided to finally come out of your closet, which is, I don't like Michael Keaton's Batman.
I don't.
I have
But
to
you
live
did
my
strike a blow
truth.
for straight
Yeah.
sexuality.
Right, yes.
She's hot.
Was. I didn't remember how really beautiful Kim Basinger
Yeah.
was. That is a gorgeous
She was
woman.
stunning.
She was stunning. Did you like the original? Did you like that Batman? I mean, you saw it later because you're young.
I actually, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake by my family. They took me to the theater as a kid on opening night.
Oh, at age,
really?
what, 6?
Yes, I was 6 years old. They didn't know what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
And it terrified me.
I'll bet.
I later, of course, I learned to love it. But when I was 6, I didn't sleep in my own bed for like a week.
Yeah, that Joker's pretty terrifying.
Exactly, it was the Joker.
You liked it. Chris Demm, you liked it.
I did.
I mean, I'm
Now, I will say this. Look, here's my relationship with Batman goes back to the time younger than Biggie. I was 4 years old, and the Batman series was on TV. There's pictures. There's a shirt at my house somewhere. My first ever Batman T-shirt.
right. Oh,
Still
yeah.
at my house.
Yeah.
There are pictures of me with masks around my eyes, and my mom would tie dish towels around my brothers and my necks, and we'd be Batman and Robin
Yes,
running
yes.
through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, and I read all the comic books. I loved Batman. He was the coolest hero that there had ever been. And when they finally decided to put it up on the big screen, I couldn't wait to see it. Now, it looks a little bit dated now because with the special effects and CGI has changed comic book movies forever. But I thought Keaton was a good choice. Kim Basinger was incredible. Nicholson was great. I like the director's feel, the Prince soundtrack, the Batmobile. So you're not part of that world.
Nah.
You didn't belong.
Nah. I didn't belong to
You
begin
didn't
with.
buy into it.
No, and I pretended to.
Yeah.
You know, with everybody else.
Just to belong.
Yes, just to belong. So because it was so hyped, everything you just said, and I was like, yeah, Batman, wow. You know,
the Batmobile?
all of that. And then we get there, and I watch it, and coming out, I knew instantly, I didn't like this. I didn't. But yet what I said was, for 33 years plus, yes, I love it. And all of that, out the window. You know, today, I finally say, no. I will not.
Do you feel like a weight has been lifted?
Totally free. I get what.
Can you share this with your cinema-going friend that you saw it with?
Probably not, because he loved it.
He did love
And he'd
it.
beat you down, and you'd be like, okay, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I like this and this and this, and Kim Basinger was hot.
You're right. You're right.
She was a good Vicky Vale.
Yeah. In retrospect, I can't stand that guy that played that reporter. I do not like Robert Wall.
I think
Yeah,
that might
a little
just
him
be...
goes a long way.
I've never liked him. I've never liked him in any movie. I'm not a fan of his. Paul, you're talking about Batman, the original now, 1989. Let's go back. It's what everybody's talking about today. 1989 Batman. It was up on Clio or some channel yesterday. I watched it. Go ahead, Paul. Yes.
Hey guys, big fan
Thank you.
of Batman.
Oh, my God.
I like Paul.
Call of
You
the
guys,
day.
you guys haven't mentioned that this is a Tim Burton film, and it is very Tim Burton. It was toward the beginning of his career, and you can see how dark it was and how it progressed into the rest of his career.
And are
That's
you?
a good point, yeah, because it really was his movie, too.
You're a fan of it. You liked it.
Oh, it was amazing. And Biggie, I saw it when I was 9, and it didn't terrify me, and it really opened, because prior to that, I was forced to watch Disney by my parents.
I'm a big fan of Disney.
Yeah, still a big fan.
That's right. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate that.
You know, I'll
Paul.
tell Paul, strong call.
Listen,
Strong.
if you missed that reference, the reason he said that he's a big fan of Batman is because if
You got fished in by other callers.
yeah, we were talking horse racing one day. the horse at the Kentucky Derby who had, was a big controversy. And
Or was this the long shot? I can't remember. Or
no, this
last year.
This was last year. The guy, the horse that had won, had been disqualified, and a woman called to talk about racing.
Yeah, hi there. I'm like a huge fan
Thank you.
of racing.
Oh. People say that to me all the time now. I'll be in Costco looking at mayonnaise, and somebody will come up and say, "I'm a huge fan." And I'll say, "Thank you of mayonnaise."
That brand you have in your hand there?
Of Dukes. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Man, Paul played it like a master.
That really haunts me. I'll say something more about that. In my bones, I know I'm right. That is not that good a movie. It's just not. Everything about it, I just look at it and go, "This is so fakey. Yuck."
It doesn't. I don't know that it's aged as well as other films.
No, and you're also anything to do with superheroes. You're not.
Yeah, you don't have that type of imagination.
No, you don't.
All right.
You're in the guy in the superhero movie going, "Yeah, like this would really happen." It's like, exactly, boss. This is not ever going to really happen.
Yeah, they're saying like a winged freak is in Gotham. I'm just like, come on now. I mean, really, this is really, they don't ever appreciate the hero. The hero comes along, Spider-Man and Batman, and they do all sorts of great things. And everybody's like, what is this?
Yeah,
freak?
Costumed freak.
I can't stand that. They never appreciate. We're not appreciated.
Well, but let's be honest. If that was real life, we'd do that.
You think
if some dude
jumping from rooftop to
rooftop, we'd be like, kill it. We would.
Vigilantes of drones would shoot him down.
Yeah. And you'd lead the charge.
You think?
Yeah. Who's this freak dressed up, jumping from building to building, trying to do justice? Yeah.
My children.
Yeah, you'd lead the charge.
But they're doing good things. I mean, the Spider-Man just string them up and leave the bad guys hanging
tied to the car.
Yeah.
Hanging over the street.
We would kill Spider-Man so quick.
The article is,
we would nuke a city to get him.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
In real life, it would be absolutely terrifying.
Well, you might be right.
Hey, there's a teenager that sticks to walls. Not for long. We're going to blow that kid sky high.
Right. You're the J. Jonah Jameson of the world.
Yeah, but that's right. I can't stand those guys. Jonah Jameson. There's always a newspaper involved. There's newspaper like, Vicky Vale, you do great pictures. It's like, what's the news right now? And nobody believes Robert Wall. He's like, there's a winged freak, and everyone's like, oh yeah, right. Of course, that's how it is. It's just also formulaic, I guess. And when I watched it, I was just like, no, this is not for me. But for 33, I feel great. I feel like, I understand the LGBTQIA plus community now. It's like finally you put it out there and you're like, I don't like it. I'm a little different. Okay. I'm in the minority here. And I don't like
I wouldn't share that at the next meeting.
Don't say it that.
No.
Don't say it like
I'm
that.
with you. I didn't like Batman. What?
Anybody else have any stories to share?
I'm Chris. I
About
didn't.
Pride Month 22.
Didn't like Batman. And then everyone at the meeting would turn on it. You didn't like Batman. Everybody loves Batman, the original Batman. I know. I just didn't. By the way, this is about Chris Demm doesn't know how to stream. His wife can put him on Netflix, if you get it just right. And a new survey, I think I heard this last year too, and there's been a little movement here. I bet Biggie can almost guess this. They say if you could only keep one streaming service, what would it be? And the number one answer is Netflix. 31% say Netflix. But I don't know that would be my choice. I don't watch it all that often. Here I am going against the grain again. The number one choice, though, was if you could only keep one, it's Netflix. But that's down. Last year, it was 41%. So now there's more competition. And the second place is probably the one I would pick, which is HBO Max. Because I watch Sex and the City on there all the time. I'm watching.
There's like 1,000 other places to see that.
Yeah, but that's where I go. And Friends. Friends is on there all the time. And I watch those. What would you keep, Biggie? If you could keep only one streaming service, which would you keep? Tough call. There's a lot of
different. I think for the value, and I've said this before, Peacock you can't beat.
Well, Peacock was down at, it was 8. It was only 1%.
I'm shocked by that because it has newer movies. It'll do, stuff that's still in theaters. Mm-hmm. It has great shows. Mm-hmm. I just think, and it's only $5. It is by far the cheapest streaming service, and I feel like you get a lot.
I wonder if this just is these the ones that have been around the longest.
That's what I attribute it to.
Well, Netflix was 1, HBO Max was 2, Hulu was 3. And then Disney Plus 4,
Where's Amazon?
5, and well down. Those top 4.
And Disney's that low?
Disney's 4th, just behind Hulu. But Disney's fairly new. But now I like having Disney. People with little kids have Disney and they love it.
I think they have. See, I've started where I try to look for the bundle deals.
Yes.
Like Disney, Hulu, ESPN Plus. That's like $14 a month. That's not a bad price to pay for those.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Apple TV was down near the bottom with Peacock. That was number 7 of the 8. And I'll tell you this, I couldn't give up Apple TV because of Ted Lasso. That is one.
That would be the one.
Ted Lasso.
And the morning show got better.
Yeah, but yes.
Yeah.
But Ted Lasso. Jeez. I can't give that up. I feel like I kind of modeled myself after him.
About
Kindness.
Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Over the top kindness.
looking for the good in people?
Looking for the good, accepting, all that.
You know what the problem is? Each one offers something along the way.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like once every 3 months, I'll be like, I'm going to cancel this.
Yeah.
I'm going to cancel Paramount Plus.
But now
then the offer comes
offer
out, and I'm like,
comes
oh, okay, I do like that. I'm going to cancel Netflix. Oh, Stranger Things is great again.
Exactly.
You know,
that's exactly right.
They keep you around just for that little bit. Hulu, there's a great new show called The Bear. I binged it in a day. It was only 30-minute episodes.
The Bear.
Yeah, it's about restaurants. You would like it if you worked. If anyone that worked in food service would like it.
Oh, really? I worked
Yeah.
in food service, as you know.
You would like it.
That's right.
They nail some of the behind-the-scenes stuff perfectly.
I was working in food service when I saw Batman in 1989. I was probably stinking of Hush Puppy when I went in there that day.